Time for another reviews done quick. Today we're going to talk about Sleeping Gods Primeval Peril.
Yes, the baby Sleeping Gods.
The baby Sleeping Gods. Made specifically for 1 to 2 players.
Yes.
So they made it just for us. Okay, so we've got Primeval Peril. Tell us what you love about baby Sleeping Gods.
One of the things that I love about baby Sleeping Gods, and I should say we've played all of the other Sleeping Gods games, is that it is more contained. It's a smaller footprint. There aren't as many cards, because in the others you have all these enemy cards you have to get out and find. Here they're all contained in the book.
Right.
I think that's good. I will say that there are still a lot of components. There aren't as many characters, so it's a little bit more approachable to someone who's maybe not a hardcore gamer like we are.
And this is designed to be played in like one session.
Yes.
Like one longer session, granted.
Yeah.
Like I don't think we've ever finished it in less than maybe 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
But unlike full fat Sleeping Gods, which takes days, multiple sessions over who knows how long, you can sit down, devote an afternoon, play Primeval Peril, and then be done.
Yes.
So that just runs right through it. Also, we should talk about Ryan's game design and his artwork.
I mean, it's beautiful.
Yeah. We're big fans.
Yes, we're big fans. I like how all of these games look a little bit the same. I'm really interested to see more about this world and know a little bit more about what's going on. There's clearly an overall story here.
Right.
And I would really like to know more about it. Why do they all end up here? What's going on?
Yes, there is this overarching narrative that's like across all Sleeping Gods of like, what is this land? Where does it come from? Like, who are the Sleeping Gods? Where do they come from?
Right. You get bits and pieces as you go through, but I think there's a lot more going on there. That's behind the scenes.
Yeah, and then but looking at the other side of things, like we talked about, it's more contained, it's more streamlined, but that makes me worry a little bit about this longevity of this game and replayability.
Yeah.
We played it through a couple times, and I feel like we've seen 95% of this game already.
And that's probably true. I'm someone that I can rewatch a show and reread a book for that like comfort of it. So I think I would probably get a lot more plays out of it than you would.
Yeah.
But I think we've played it through twice now, and you're probably maxed out.
I mean, it's one of those things where I'm kind of like, how many times am I going to save this one character over and over again? And chase this one storyline and kind of like there are some variations we haven't seen yet. Like there are some quests that kind of branch off, but for the most part we know now, like, if we go there we get this item, if we go there we get this item. We've kind of learned how to min-max the routes to like get the most efficient route possible. So I do worry that after maybe 1 or 2 more plays of this game, I'm going to be like, well, I've seen all there is to see. So with that in mind, I mean, this one versus like full Sleeping Gods, like the full multi-day experience, What do you recommend?
I think this one is good, but I would recommend the full Sleeping Gods.
This is great if you are new to Sleeping Gods, if you're going to exclusively play as like a solo or 2-player and you don't mind that potential repetitiveness. If you want to learn how to kind of min-max it and see all the things, I think this is good. But if you want the true like endless adventures, go on forever, I think probably Distant Skies would be our recommendation for that one.
I would think so.
Yeah, obviously there's original Sleeping Gods, Distant Skies is the sequel. Distant Skies did a lot of things well. Check out the review if you haven't already. But I feel like that is my personal favorite in the franchise.
I think so. Mine too.
So Primeval Peril, great game. Maybe not quite as good as Big Brother, but it does a great job for being in such a little tiny box.
Yes.